So, um, I did a Let's Play series on the campaign of this set of 2015. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pre-made decks, the shitty pre-made decks, and I'm going to play multiplayer matches with them. Each one will get 2 rounds, then I'll give you my thoughts on them afterwards. This series is more geared toward people who suck at building decks. I was always mediocre, but I just thought, a rundown of each deck would be a good idea. Second thing to that is I do not have the premium set because I refuse to buy it. It is ridiculous that they want microtransactions. After this series, most likely I'll do a few multiplayer matches with my own decks and give you the rundown of the card list and everything like that, in case you want to use them. But they're not going to be spectacular, so don't, come crying, I lost with your deck, you suck. It's like, yeah, I know, I suck. But point is, our first deck we're going to be trying is Natural Order. Let's give it a shot. Forgot where multiplayer is. Well, actually, this is my first multiplayer match, so shh. Just quick match it. Joining. Okay, hurry up. This takes 10 years. I may have to cut this out. Wow, really? Oh, wow, really? Okay. Let's not do that ever again. This guy's game looks good. Yeah. Sup? Okay. What do we got? We got... Oh my god, this is the worst hand ever. Oh no, that's even worse. I guess. Oh, this is bad. This deck already blows. I know what it is. It's a graveyard deck. It's I can already see it with this creature in here. Enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. He's playing the blue and red, a blue-red deck. I forgot. There's not There's actually other things besides pre-made decks. The Necromancer's Assistant. Let's see what goes in there. 1, 2, well, just 2 creatures. That's fine. Knock yourself out. Oh, he's got nothing but spells in his hand. Could already tell. We need a land, so. Are you gonna counter it? Wow, that's a pretty big waste of a counter. So you want to counter Vengevine. Well, actually, no, you don't want to counter him either. You want to counter. Well, I guess nothing in this deck. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my god. This is terrible. I'm gonna tell you right now that this deck is going to get bad ratings. But he's playing an annoying deck to begin with. It's actually my colors of blue and red, but I have two sets of colors: blue red and blue green. And blue is my pinnacle of favorite colors. I hope he understands that the more creatures in my graveyard, the better I'm off. I just wish heating. Well, actually, I don't care about him. He's probably gonna ping him. What does he get? Yeah, there it goes. 3 damage. You are wasting these cards. Oh my god. He's down to 2 fucking cards in his hand. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Oh well. Vengevine time. I can't counter it. Oh, it sucks. Sucks to be you. If I get 1 more mana, I could play Shadowborn Demon. That'll get rid of I'll get rid of his little 2/2 that makes shit cheaper. That's fine. You want to play Rushdown? I have a 4/3. He probably has a bounce spell. Okay, let's oh, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. There it is. Now, with a little ingenuity, we're gonna play him. And we're gonna play Bloodghast. And now we have Vengevine back, because whenever you play 2 or more creature cards, he returns from the graveyard to the battlefield. We may actually pull this one out of our tuchus. That's fine. Who are you gonna kill? Him? That's fine. Knock yourself out. Come on, baby. Are you not gonna block? Okay then. See, the problem is once you reach the threshold, you're gonna just end up milling yourself to death because I need 1 more land. But if I get my return target creature from the graveyard to battlefield, then I can actually play Grizzlebond. Oops. He's drawing 2 cards. I take 2 damage, which is fine. We're playing Rushdown at this point anyway. We need to kill him now. Because with cards in his hand, we're not going to be doing too good. Now he's out. We got 12 life, and we got to hope to God he didn't draw anything like Time Warp or something. Time Warp is take an extra turn. Oh, a Chasm Stalker. Whenever you draw a card, yep. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on him, and when he dies, you put X squids into play. Yeah, he has a counter. Figured that was coming. That's 3 counters. It's fine, we got 2 Flesh to Dusts. I ain't that worried. That's fine. Take the 4 damage. Okay, this deck has earned a little bit of a benefit now. He's got 2 cards in hand. Royal Elemental. He's gonna play a land and steal my creature. Or not. And you're dead. Okay, how do I... Why? Good game. Ah! Oops. Heh, I made a little bit of a boo-boo. Hope he doesn't have anything to turn around. Okay, good. Well, we got one win off the Premade deck. I did not expect that, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so I had a bit of a technical difficulty there. It just randomly crashed. So we're gonna go on to the second and thankfully final match of this deck, a natural order. Picking a game song. Let's go here. Probably gonna fail. Matchmaking in this game is terrible. Well, I should say the netcode's terrible. Look at this. Count this up here. Yep, figured as much. Polo. There we go. Gotta be nice. Sup. I've yet to meet one person that says sup back to me, so. Oh, he's lagging. That's not gonna be useful. I guess this one will be okay. Oh, there's another blue and red deck. Okay, we can at least get a Bloodghast out. Not that it's really that useful. You don't use Bloodghast unless you're playing it for the landfall ability. And he doesn't really get super useful until the opponent has 10 life or less, which is when Prey Upon comes into play. So what you do is, like most times, you'll play a Bloodghast, and then the next turn, if he puts out something with 2 toughness, you Prey Upon, play a land, and then you get your Bloodghast back. That's the benefit of it. Also, if you want creature fodder in your graveyard with Necromancer's Assistant, he's a 3/1. Oops, I keep doing that. I keep pressing escape. I expect escape to get me out of the menu. Now, we'll play a land, and we're going to attack with Bloodghast and hope he blocks. I doubt it. I wouldn't block. And nope. That's fine. Then we play our 3/1. This guy's deck is going off a little slower than the last guy's, so all creatures, that's pretty good actually. He is now 3 mana, but I still need 2 green, so. And we could always rescue from the underworld if we get more mana. Which one? That's fine. He's now 2 mana. You got attack. Oh. No. I'm gonna get mana screwed really bad here. Attack again. Really, we're just trading blows at this point. Because he's just... Oh, it dissolves. Smart. Not that I'd really wasted dissolve on that. I'd waste it on something like him. but that's what the last kid made a mistake on. Counter spells should be used for emergency purposes only. Or if you're playing a counter deck, then you use it on everything. But there's only one real counter spell in this game. There's a bunch of little rare ones and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, see, we're gonna get whittled down very, very slowly. Especially since we have no mana. This deck, very mana heavy. So I would recommend taking out a couple cards and putting a couple extra mana in. We're gonna go ahead and call it. There's no chance. And I'm already at 10 life, so he would have haste though. Is it an opponent? Oh, come on. Yep, it won't go away. I can't even zoom in. Wow. How do I get rid of the chat window? I can't even escape. Do I press Y? Nope. Okay, can I get out of this chat, please? The chat's broken. Wow, this is amazing. I love this game so much. Can't get out of it. Oh well, I guess we'll just let them beat on us. Yeah, I can't zoom in, I can't show cards, I can't prove a point. This pretty much wraps up this episode. Sorry everyone. There's probably some stupid key that I'm not knowing. Like I've tried pressing the same talk key, I've tried enters, I've tried escapes, I've tried right clicks, left clicks. And it's so broken. Such a broken game. Can I just prey upon myself? Let's discard Return from the Underworld. The one card I would never discard. J.O. Yeah, J.O. See, that's gonna be the new while and out term. So it's gonna be called J.O. Well, I was gonna call it quits. Now that I got a good idea of this deck, let's go with the deck list and check it out. And edit deck. Okay, so this deck is terrible. Don't use it. It's gonna get you nowhere. Unless you get the perfect hand, perfect combo, and actually draw land, it's pretty much useless. It's aggressively mediocre. It's nice with the synergy, though. I will give it that. I like the synergy between the Necromancer's Assistance and this the Sadir Wavefinder. Being able to throw cards in your graveyards and benefit other creatures generally. Like, you're able to play Nemesis Immortals for 2 mana. You're able to get more spiders out, and here's the other kicker. You're able to play Shadowborn Demon without sacrificing creatures. But it doesn't save the deck. For one, Grizzleband, yeah, he's your one big hitter. Besides, like, Runescarred Demon's a little expensive for... He's a really good creature because when he enters the battlefield, you search your library for a card, any card. So whatever you need at the time, he's great for it. And I get what they're putting these two in here for, and that's for Rescue from the Underworld. As an additional cost to cast it, sacrifice creature, choose target creature in your graveyard, return that card and the sacrifice card to the battlefield under your control. But here, remember this wording of your next upkeep. So you don't get them until next turn, so make sure what you're sacrificing is worth losing, especially on turn 5, because you may need that as a chump blocker, considering that your lowest casting cost creature is Bloodghast, and you're lucky if you're playing land every turn at that point, as you saw from my last match. But what you would do is you would play this with something that it has an activated ability when it comes back, like Necromancer's Assistant would dump more creatures. Gravedigger would return a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If you're really dumb, I guess you can do Runescarred Demon. Well, not dumb, but if you're really late into the game, you could sacrifice that to get Grizzleband and him back next turn. But otherwise, a lot of these creatures already benefit themselves. Oh, here's a good one to sacrifice. When he enters the battlefield, you gain 7 life. When he dies, draw a card. So you sacrifice him, draw a card, and when he comes back, you gain another 7 life. There's flicker decks. Flicker decks are, what they do is they bounce a creature back to your hand, or they remove it from game for like an instant. This is what this card is built for, is a flicker deck. You play him to bounce him back, or you play him to, like, you know, remove from game for an instant to bring back to keep gaining life. It's a 7/7, so it's got power behind it. It's a card you want to keep in play, but at the same time you want to keep taking advantage of that 7 life. But I mean, you'll never be able to pull combos like that off in this game, because they don't give you an expansive library capable of that. Soul Zendikar is a big 6/6 for 6 mana, a little overpriced in my book, and 5 mana to put a 3/3 beast creature token into play. I think it should have been, to be perfectly honest, if I were to price this card, I would say 5 mana for a 6/6 Reacher, because Reach is, let's just say it's not the best ability on a creature. It's candy if you're dealing with a lot of flyers, and this should have been 6 or 7 mana for 2 3/3s, and so that way you're spending all your mana. See, the thing is with 5, it's so in the middle that you're spending so much mana that you're not really going to be playing anything worthwhile till like few turns in. So like until you get, like, 8 mana, you're not going to be playing anything big while using this ability. So this is a dump spell. Now, in order to make it a good dump spell, if it was like 6 mana or 7 mana to put, let's say 6 mana for 2 2/2s or 7 mana for 2 3/3s, then this would be a ridiculously good ability. This would be properly priced and worth its mythic status. I see this and I see rare. I could be wrong. Other people can tell me that he's like the new meta in like standard, but I don't see him as all that great. I don't like this guy. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. He dies, you return to the battlefield next turn, tapped, so you lose him for 2 turns, and he's a 7/2, so he's super easy to murder. It's a little terrible. Treasure Find is probably one of the best cards in this deck. Being able to return any card from your graveyard to your hand is beyond exceptional. That means returning not just creatures, but spells like Prey Upons, or Flesh to Dusts, or Return to the Underworlds, or Rescue from the Underworlds, I'm sorry. That's what makes that card really good. But honestly, this deck is not worth your time. If you're going to use it, you need to do some serious tweaking. Keep the Bloodghast though.